What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here. I'm excited to have you here. Welcome to the Profit Power Hour. Get my camera on. I'm using a new mic, so hopefully the quality is good. I'm working on getting an office. I'm at my Miami spot, and I have yet to find a good office space. If you're new, this is the Profit Power Hour. We do it every single Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and I do these myself. They're very chill, very personal. I usually do these from my house. So like right now I'm in my place in Miami. We still don't have furniture. Well, we have some, but um, it's just not as like a sales presentation thing, like you expect to get on webinars and have a PowerPoint and be pitched and all this stuff. And this is really about just teaching and connecting and being able to push you and keep you ahead of the curve. And that's the goal here, without you going and purchasing a bunch of courses that you don't really need. And not the some courses are great, but most of them you waste your money on. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a Shopify store yet, I don't even know how you're here, but you can go to profitph.com/free store and use our AI store builder, and we can build you a free store. Okay, just got to get your Shopify account. Now, last week we started talking a little bit about Black Friday. It's just like it even snuck up on me, to be honest. For those of you that don't know, I'm a dad. I got my son turns 3 at the end of this month. Time has just flown by. Year 1 and 2, I was all good. Like very, very easy to I was just on track. But as he gets older, he's more demanding, right? And less naps. And so I'll admit, Black Friday even snuck up on me. I usually start training a bit more on Black Friday much earlier in the game. But it is in my opinion, isn't fact, but in my opinion, right now is like the best time to be a beginner in e-commerce this part of the year. It's the easiest part of the year to get your first sale and beyond, because people are shopping and they're buying gifts and they're frantically checking off a list of, cousin Johnny and, Aunt Charlotte and, sister so, whatever, to buy them a gift. And so they're just spending money, right? A good example is last night I was on Instagram, and a buddy of mine who's an artist, he's a brilliant artist in LA, pretty famous. He just had a painting sell at Arnold Schwarzenegger's house at a auction for children for over 100 grand. And anyways, I collect his art, and I got a lot of his art very early, so I'm quite lucky because now his art is super, super expensive because he blew up. But it's like kind of the key to everything is getting in at the cutting edge, getting in before the big wave, and then riding it. That's how you win. He posted a link. He opened up a Shopify store, and he just puts his own merch on there. And anyways, he posted an Instagram story. He was like, "Yo, what's up, everybody?" Dropped some stuff. My store, and I was like, whoa, hold up, Gregory's got a Shopify store. Let me check this out. And so I went to it. Here it is. And I mean, his art's, it just, if you look this guy up, he's just, his art is incredible. what he does and how he puts it together. It's he doesn't really have like his art necessarily on here, like his big pieces. He's got little studies and things like that, but he also dropped some merch. And I clicked the link and I hit view all here, and I started shopping around, and I was like, okay, I mean, it's got beanies for 50 bucks, $100. This is not paint, this is printed. Some of these are hand painted, but like some of the stuff is printed. And like this is a printed hoodie right here. My wife actually has this hoodie. Anyways, my point is I was like, geez, like he's not even an e-com entrepreneur. He just launched his own store, threw up some merch, and you know, posted a link on Instagram. And normally I wouldn't necessarily go to a Shopify store and just buy, you know, a bunch of stuff. I wouldn't be, you know, just on an average day shopping on a Shopify store. But other than buying like one thing that I might, you know, might speak to me, for example, like I really loved his these sling bags right here. So I bought one for myself. But then I thought, you know, this stuff is cool. I think I'll buy this blue one, and I'll go buy this t-shirt here and this necklace. And I started Christmas shopping on his store. I spent like $1,000 because I know one of my friends knows who he is and loves the color blue. So I hit him with that sweater right there. Some of these are like, you know, one of ones, but most of them, like this hoodie right here, they're printed. So I got a couple here, a couple there, give as gifts. I normally would not have done that and spent that much money other than the holidays, because being as that it's a holiday, I'm like, okay, this stuff is really cool. Let me buy some stuff for friends. Let me knock some gift giving out. And that is really what Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and the holidays, that's like the big advantage is, you know, I'm sure I'm not the only one. You know, I think about buying his artwork, not like t-shirts and merch, you know, but I went and spent $1,000, and most of it was as gifts for people that I know are friends of mine, and they love his art, but you know, his art's a little out of their price range, or very much, you know, because his stuff now is just so crazy expensive. And I was, oh, this is really cool. All right, so I'll buy some gifts for people that love his art that don't have the means to, like, you know, invest and collect it. And then I caught myself and I was like, whoa, the holiday effect. It's wild. Like just on a random night on click, boop, oh, I spent $1,000. And I'm like, whoa, wow. I didn't even like have intent to go shopping. I just saw a link and said, oh, this is a great opportunity to knock some gifts off my list. But that's what's happening, y'all. It's not just me, and it doesn't have to be $1,000. People would be spending $100, $50, $30, $300, $4,000. It doesn't matter. So that's the cool thing about e-commerce is Gregory's not even a Shopify entrepreneur. He just launched a store, threw some printed stuff up along with some custom stuff, obviously. But he took some of his artwork, printed it on shirts and everything, and he's popping off sales. You know, last night he was just randomly driving because he texted me when he saw the order come through. Shopify gives you sales notifications, and he texted me and was like, bro, oh my God, I love you guys. This is so awesome, because he just recognized my name in the order. And anyways, so, you know, he's just driving, chilling, minding his own business, and he makes $1,000. That's pretty freaking cool. He's an artist, but he's got a Shopify store making him sales. And this time of the year is when people start doing the big shopping. So if you go back to my YouTube channel and you just simply look at last week's, last week's webinar and stream, videos, Black Friday made me buy it. you'll see that we talk heavily about Black Friday starting to pop off in these waves, these profit waves, as I call them. And we see that, you know, Black Friday is picking up within the last 30 days. It's going to get crazier and crazier and crazier. Actually, you know, I would imagine that if I were to type in, you know, I forget the exact search term I used last week, but I would imagine that if I did the last 30 days, we see a bigger spike. Just we did the last 7 days, you'll see it just every day kind of edging up. And this is why right now is such an important time of the year to lock in. So many of you are using this vendor here, Zindrop. This is who we hook most of you up with. And, you know, I'm sure you use other vendors too. They're a great company. I'm an investor in this company, and they're in the US, and yeah, they just have like everything, and they handle everything for you. It's a really great deal. They have premium accounts that are like $600 a year, and with the premium accounts, you get access to this list called trending products. This is a list that they update, you know, on a week-to-week basis. And last week, I wanted to walk you through some of these and share with you some of the things that were trending right now, but I wanted to give it a little bit of time for the Halloween stuff to fall off. And we're still going to see some Halloween stuff in here, because maybe for whatever reason it's still, you know, selling. But yeah, so this webinar, I'm just going to walk you through some of these products, and we're just going to kind of give you an idea of some of the stuff that's popping off right now. And I'm just going to relax because I'm tired. I'm going to lean back on my laptop. I love this chair. This is a good chair. Tell you what, it's hard. When you find a good chair, you know. Every time you sit in it, you know. Maybe that's just me getting old, but it is what it is. Okay. Many of you will not have access to this list, and that's why I like to share it with you, because many of you aren't paying the $600 a year for the premium. So I'm just going to share it with you and, you know, let you benefit from it. Okay. Halloween thing, we'll skip that. Zinc alloy meat hammer is the second top selling thing on Zendrop right now. I don't even know why. So I can't, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't know why this thing's selling. I know people are, you know, cooking a lot, but let's go to the stuff that makes sense. The fruit cutting play set. It's crazy that I know about this. So I've learned that kids like to watch YouTube of other people playing with toys. And it's kind of, you know, alarming how many adults are really good at playing with children's toys. Their imaginations are just like crazy. Like the videos, like they're good. They have storylines and plots and great editing. And I'm like, wow, I just like me, I wouldn't really know what to do if I sit down with kids' toys. I couldn't like think up a whole storyline. But anyways, there's a lot of YouTube channels where they're like, you know, fake cooking. And these things are so popular. And you think about it, kids are watching it on YouTube and then saying, Mommy, Daddy, I want that. I need that. And they're buying it. So this becomes a really big and good holiday gift for a friend who has a kid or your kid or grandkid, whatever. And it's just fake fruit, and you know, you can cut through it and it opens up. Very simple. You get it for, you know, $2.59 plus shipping, double the price, boom, you know. plush meat bone toy. That's just, there's always a cool dog toy. The manual donut maker. Okay. You know, it's holiday season. People are making sweets. They're packing on weight. So you're going to see baking and kitchen things really start to pop off. Just like in the summer, you start seeing like grilling and barbecuing supplies pop off. But if I were to come over to, I'm just curious, Google Trends, maybe type in like recipe. I'm just curious. I haven't done this. I'm just curious, like how many people right now, since that's a top seller, are searching for donuts, like how to make donuts. It's surprisingly, it is always a search term. It's at the level 50 or above. Okay, that's cool. I really wouldn't have thought that. 90 days up and down, 30 days. I like to look at all the time slots. So really over a 12-month period of time, there's just always a lot of people searching for donut recipe. What about maker? Not so much. Donuts. There's a jump in June. I don't know why. So sometimes Google Analytics or trends isn't going to show you like mind-boggling, like total confirming information, but it does show that there's always search volume for this type of tool. And then common sense tells me, oh, it makes sense that this is selling right now because of holidays. The pizza blanket. So again, a really good gag gift. This is an actual blanket shaped like a pizza. And people that love pizza, like my wife, like loves pizza. It's her favorite food. The artist I was telling you about earlier, he came and did a mural on a column in one of my homes. And we had this big white column and it was just ugly. And I was like, what can we do with this? And I had him come paint it and paint like our life story all the way around it and our favorite things and our hobbies and stuff like that. Casey requested that he paint a slice of pizza that says pizza is life on it. And that's on the column. I personally, you know, like don't like pizza enough to paint it on a wall, but some people do, you know. I do love pizza though. So this makes sense. It's a holiday gift, a novelty gift. People are going to have a friend that always wants pizza, that loves pizza, but oh my God, I got to give them the pizza blanket, right? And legit, this is $4, $6 for the biggest size, and $7 for shipping. This is a blanket that you legit could sell for 30 bucks. Easy, right? So this makes sense. Interesting gift that will get people's attention. The luxury rotating pen holder. You know, it looks cool. Gonna be better if you have influencers that are like organizers or entrepreneurs or something. They can push with paid ads. I'm not so sure. The blue and white plaid flannel blanket. So we're seeing blankets because it's going to start getting cold, right? Cheap blanket you can mark up. And just to be clear, like if I'm quiet, it's because like I haven't looked at these. I don't start these streams and say, oh, I have a whole plan. I'm just going to show them all these things and make it look so easy, you know? Because I think that a lot of educators and dare I say gurus, they finesse too much. They make it look too simple. And then when you get to doing it, you're like, oh, what the hell? I have all these hurdles. Everything that works isn't just appearing on my screen. Why is it like this for me? But the guru or educator I'm following, it just happens so easily for them. It doesn't, you know, you got to look. And so I'm looking like as I would if I'm as if I'm you, and I'm trying to find good products and make sense of it all. Knitted 2-piece set. You would really need better photos, in my opinion, to pop this off. Something about the material and the flow. This is shocking that I haven't seen these in a very long time. But I mean, my gosh, order trend scores a 94. Orders, somebody's popping off with these in the UK. So, you know, in the UK, they're bringing these back. These are out of style. But in the UK, somebody bringing them back. So another thing about Zendrop in the trendy products list is not only does it tell you what product is popping off, it'll give you an idea of what country. So like 77% of the orders for this product are in the UK. So when you're running an ad, do you want to run the ad in the United States where 7% of the orders are coming from? No, because this might not be a trend in the US right now, but in the UK, possibly so. The sports car wall decor, again, another great gift for people, for kids, grandkids, whatever. That are specifically into Porsches, because this is a Porsche. Big fan base for Porsches, so this makes sense. What else? I saw this right here. During the holidays, I know this is, you know, not professional to bring this up, but like, it's my webinar, I can do whatever I want, you know? I'm here to show you stuff that's working. And the point that I'm trying to make is, look, I personally wouldn't sell this, to be honest. It doesn't align with like the types of things I sell in my store. But during the holidays, random things come up, especially gag gifts and novelty gifts. And so this is like a good prank gift. You have it at your house and you have your buddy over and you're like, yo, you want a cup of coffee? Let's get some Java, you know what I'm saying? And you make your buddy the coffee and you're sitting down talking, whatever, playing poker, whatever it is the guy friends do or girlfriends do. I sit at home alone a lot, so I don't, you know, have the homies coming over. But your friend gets to the bottom of the cup of coffee and, you know, they're getting the bird. And then it's this big laugh. And so, you know, people do this. Like, this, oh, this would be so funny. I have to do this. I have to have this. I'm going to play this trick on everybody that comes over to my house. So would I use this? No. But are people profiting from selling this? Yes. Right? So I'm going to bring it up because our goal is, you know, to see what's working. The electric realistic bunny rabbit, that does look strikingly real. For whatever reason, this is popping off. Where is it working? Spain. What? The only country it's being sold in right now by someone on Zindrop is Spain. And this is what I love about Zindrop's trendy products is it will give you this analytical data. Because like you might see this, oh my God, I gotta go promote bunny rabbits. Maybe just do it in Spain. Somebody in Spain knows how to sell bunny rabbit toys. By the way, let's go back to that mug and see where it's selling. Sweden, 51% of the sales are going to Sweden. So when you're running ads, you can target Sweden. 35% United States, then France, then other countries. What else sticks out? You're going to start to see a lot of things like this, like Christmas decor. Now's the time to start selling that. People started putting up Christmas trees November 1st. Okay, the day after Halloween, people were putting up Christmas trees. So Christmas decor is always great. Corduroy makeup organizer, a gift. This is a gift that people are going to give out, like, you know, grandmas, aunties, they're going to buy this. Pet groomer, magic bird candle. In India, 1% of sales in the United States. So bear in mind, I know I have people all over the world that get on this webinar. Just because something is selling doesn't mean it immediately goes to the US. Most people are like, oh, United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, no. New Zealand, no. India and others. Okay. Why India? I don't know. No clue. But I don't need to know why. I can see somebody else is killing it. I got the data. Kids bicycle lock, large waterproof vacuum seal bag, wooden toy house. This is going to be, holiday gift. These could be gifts, gifts, reusable beeswax, electric popcorn maker. Okay. Let's see what else sticks out. Incense burners. There's always an incense burner and some sort of a oil diffuser that's working. This one is like a cool, like lava looking. The smoke kind of looks like lava pouring down. Pretty cool. And y'all, these are products that are actually selling right now. Just so you know, grounding leather yoga mat. Pretty sure that grounding means you're supposed to be touching the actual ground, but this has a high quality conductive PU leather that allows for grounded experience during sessions. So, grounding is quite the term that you could use for targeting. More kids' toys, magnetic fidget rings, things like this, y'all. Like, no, yeah, of course. These fidget rings, every grandma, mom, auntie is buying this for somebody, saying, oh, I know you're ADD, I know you're ADHD. This will be great for you to fidget with while you're doing this. Because I get these gifts because I'm super ADD, and honestly, I love them. They're great. Let's see. Stroller holder, we've gone over that. 3D printed LED dragon. That's kind of cool for people like dragons. A pet costume, probably pastime for that. Easy golf. Okay, golf is a big niche. Easy golf, swing ease golf towel. I don't know anything about golf and what this is, but we could look it up. Golf is like a passion for a lot of people, so you better bet people are buying a lot of golf accessories as gifts. The dark green glow safety tape. Maybe you might be using this for like some Christmas decor of some sort. I don't know, but it's selling. All right, let's look at some more of these. Wooden roller massage, snake phone case. You'll see a lot of phone cases start to pop off because the new iPhone just came out. Muzzles, interactive octopus. Again, people are looking for gifts to sell for Christmas for kids. Okay. All right, so here's like the type of stuff I'm looking for though. Like there's all this stuff is selling, right? But some of it's boring. It's okay, another kid's toy, another, like what's the angle on this kid's toy? What's the angle on this pet toy? And yeah, there's angles. If you got the right audience, like these things are selling. But it's like, what can anybody just kind of tap into and be like, this is easy. This is an easy product for me to wrap my head around selling. electric heated insoles. It's getting cold. In Miami, it's like gonna get down, or did get down to like 60 or 50 or something degrees. Like people are wearing big sweaters and jackets in Miami. And like there's a big cold front coming through. It was snowing in Nashville, snowing, I think, in North Carolina. It's, you know, 'tis the season. And so if you hit these northern states in Canada and these places where we know it's going to be snowing, oddly, Colombia is getting a lot of sales. These could be big hitters because people want to stay warm when they're walking in the freaking cold. You know, your feet get cold, the rest of your body's cold if your feet are cold. Easy to wrap your head around this time of year selling this type of thing. What else? Let's see. Phone chest strap. If you're you know, like doing sports of some sort and you're trying to kind of vlog, you're doing tricks and whatnot, this is something that would be a great Christmas gift, holiday gift, or Black Friday purchase. I know I'm pretty chill this week, but to be honest, I'm feeling very under the weather. And I just got over being sick, so like I hope I'm not getting sick again. But it did go from 90 degrees basically to 40 or 50 or whatever overnight. Absorbent hair towel, huh. Jungle camouflage, okay, I can see that working. Color changing bath rugs. This is interesting. A cool little gift for people. Gag gift even. Holiday season has lots of novelty gag gifts. The LED bottle cork lights, the battery, it's a great like holiday decoration. Makes sense. And believe me, holiday decorations trend, okay? Influencers post their decorations, which is probably what happened with those, and then everybody flocks to go buy them. Yes, toys. Where's something that really sticks out? Heavy duty magnets. Good for an email list. Okay, like this. Another thing that like gets people's attention, like, what is that? This is a mug with a candle in it. So it's a hot pot mug, and it's a ceramic mug, and apparently you can put some candles underneath it, and it kind of keeps everything festive, but also maybe warm, I would imagine. So this is one of those things that will get people's attention though, like, oh, that would be so cute to have for the holidays. I'm gonna pour the chocolate in here. Fondue. Okay, so it's like if you're doing chocolate melted with strawberries. I thought maybe you put coffee in it and it kept it kept it warm, but apparently maybe you can. But then how would you sip the coffee if fire is underneath it and would fall out? So I'm an idiot. You heard it here first. I'm an idiot. I thought put a drink in this and it keeps it warm without thinking the damn candle would fall out when you took a sip. What an idiot I am. Makes more sense for like chocolate fondue, but that's cool. Very cool. Okay, so just gotta think a little bit, use your brain a little bit. As you can see, like even me, like some of the stuff, I'm like, wait, what? How? Huh? Or have the wrong idea. But you know, you think a little bit, do a little bit of research, and you can see tons of people selling these things, you know, just by looking at ads, right? Quick dry cooling thing. But you know, I'm trying to point out the ones that really stick out. In this cat tunnel, it looks holiday festive. So, you know, cat people would buy this. There's still like, I think that we need another week for more really good products to come into trendy products. So next week, what we'll do is we'll look at some more. but I really tried to point out the ones that I feel like are easy for a beginner to wrap their head around, market, that makes sense. So maybe test those out this week, and then next week we'll look at some more Black Friday products. And then coming forward, like moving forward, we'll do some very specific Black Friday marketing training on here, so we get your store prepared for marketing promotions on Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're here next week, same place, same time. Hopefully I'm not getting sick and I feel better next week. So sorry for the low energy this week. I'm usually like, you know, excited about what I'm talking about, but really I'm just very, very tired. And I try my best, you know, not to miss these. I've been getting sick with, you know, exposed to more germs lately than I'm used to with a kid. And so I've missed, and I just try my best to show up no matter what. So anyways, that's it. I love you all. I wish you a ton of success. I'll see you next week, same place, same time, right here on the PPH. Go test some of these products. These products are selling. They're selling. They're top sellers. Don't sleep on this. Mimic success because it leaves clues. Success leaves clues. These products are having a lot of success. All right. So I'll see you next week, and we'll go over some more products. And I think by next week, there'll be some more really hot products in here that are more, some of the Halloween products will filter themselves out, right? And then the new holiday products will pop off. All right. That's it. Sorry I went about 8 minutes over time. I just really wanted to get through this list with you. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Good night, y'all.